You will not believe what's coming to Palia in 2025. If you haven't heard, we're getting shared housing plots, expanded storage, and the most anticipated of all is animal husbandry, which means we're going to care for and possibly be able to breed the different animals around Palia. Which brings us to their 2025 roadmap that they just dropped, and it is full, jam-packed with some super exciting things for the game. Let's go ahead and jump into this trailer. It's about 6 minutes long, and I'm just gonna kind of go through it and share my thoughts and feelings, and hopefully we can share our joined excitement in the comments below. But let's go ahead and jump right in.
Hey everyone, I'm Maxwell, the Director of Production here at Singularity 6, working on Palia. I want to welcome you to our very first Palia path, in which we're going to take a look behind the curtain at some upcoming features in our 192 patch, Radiance Rising, as well as some new features on the horizon coming to Palia later this year, and maybe a few further out. So let's dive in. First, let's talk Radiance Rising. So we've got a number of new features that players have been asking for as an extension of Elderwood with this patch. The first of which is the Pixie Blossom Bounce. It's a dynamic event similar to Flow Tree Grove set within the Elderwood. You can group up with your friends, work together to collect a bunch of unique new flowers deep within the Elderwood.
Okay, we're gonna pause right there for a second, and maybe we'll pause right here. So this event that he's talking about is going to be a group activity where we work together to get flower seeds. So if you haven't heard, Palia is bringing some of those Elderwood flowers that you can see like right on the screen right now to grow Elderwood inspired flowers on our plots. And just from what I see in this photo, are you kidding? If you guys know me, you're familiar with the channel, you know I absolutely adore mushrooms, and we've got some beautiful pink and purple mushrooms. We've also got these really pretty kind of like blossom flowers. I don't even know what to call them, obviously, but I love what I'm seeing in this photo right now. And apparently the seeds that we're going to be collecting is going to be through the event that they just showed off. So we're going to have to work together. It looks like there's some platforming. I will say, I think that some people may not be very excited about this because a lot of people struggle with the platforming in the game. It is a primary part of Palia, but sometimes it can be difficult for certain players, especially people who are playing on console, I feel like. But to me personally, I think it looks like a lot of fun, and this is another way that I can kind of group up with my community and we can kind of work together to get these flowers. So I'm really excited, but let me know what you guys think about that in the comments.
Really help deliver that Elderwood aesthetic on your home plot. We're delivering a number of new quests, including a new quest line called The Hunt for Prism Spirit Treasure. This is a short but sweet little adventure where you can partner up with your best buds Nio and Ani to hunt down the story of the legendary Grimalkin pirate Prismbeard and find his lost treasure across Elderwood. We hope.
Okay, so we're gonna be finding lost treasure. It looks like this treasure is going to be, it's probably going to be furniture or something. I don't know. I'm so excited though. What I specifically want to look at is this. Where is this in Elderwood? I guess it is going to be maybe some area we haven't explored yet, but this ship looks absolutely awesome. And I'm assuming it's going to be pirate themed treasure, whatever it is, but I'm so excited. I'm wondering if it's going to be like chests and stuff that we just find around the world. But this looks great to me. Like, this looks so cool. Let's go back to where we were.
Grimalkin pirate Prismbeard and find his lost treasure across Elderwood. We hope everyone has a wonderful time in search of Prismbeard's booty. In addition, we have another quest line that are going to allow all players to acquire their very first pet, as well as courier functionality to send items back to your home plot. You'll never need to slow down your adventure again.
Okay, I'm going to be honest. Okay, literally don't kill me. This is my least favorite pet in Palia. Okay, I'm not really in love with this. What is this? It's the Golder Pup, I think is what it's called. It's just not my aesthetic. I think it's like super cute, but truly not my aesthetic for a pet. But it does come with the courier ability, which I believe is unlocked through like crafting this pet or whatever the quest line is. Once you acquire this pup, you should unlock the courier ability. And for those of you who are not familiar, they introduced this back with the Elderwood update. If you purchase the Founders Pack, it unlocks like that Bumblebee companion. And that pet came with the courier ability, which allows you to send home a row of storage, or maybe, is it 4 items or a row of storage? Either way, you get to send home a set amount of items with your courier pet, which is a really handy thing because running around Palia, you can really get full up on your storage like really quickly, or on your personal inventory. So I love that we're all getting the ability to have our own courier pet, and I'm hoping that we're able to apply that courier ability to other companions as well.
Running out of storage? No worries. Palia Storage is going to increase the overall storage limit to 14,000 items, so now you can hoard to your heart's content. Well, at least for a week or so.
14,000 I am so thankful for. We all know that the storage limits in Palia is one of the most frustrating things, so seeing that they've increased our increased our storage is super, super exciting for me. 14,000, I don't know what you guys think, but I could work with it personally. I'd like to see that continue to get larger as time goes on. But I mean, how much storage do we actually need? I don't know. I mean, 14,000 is good though, and I'm super excited to be able to expand my storage because I have been struggling to keep that limit down, especially when we got Elderwood. Once Elderwood came into the picture, I'm like sitting at 9K and having to, find creative methods to keep my storage limit under the 10K mark. So really excited about that.
You're not tired of catching frogs yet? Get ready to say some more. Some rockhopper plushies are going to be leaping into your home plot soon.
I know we're stopping a lot, but it's so funny to me that they included Froggate. I love that they just accepted that Froggate happened. They didn't punish players for this. I mean, you can't really because you were just playing the game how it was meant to be played, but Froggate was an insane time period with the Elderwood update, and I love that they're kind of just leaning into it. But look at these plushies. They are so cute. Now, my RNG is terrible, so I may not ever see these plushies, but they are adorable.
You can also expect to earn some rainbow plushes. There's going to be a return of a familiar face for any fans of Free Realms out there. And if you're looking for a foul friend, clean up the grubby ducky and you're going to earn your own rubber ducky recipe.
Ooh.
Don't miss out on the cozy camp decor.
Hello? The cozy camp decor. I don't know who's on the design team over at Palia. Actually, we do. There are actually the creators. You can actually follow them who are designing all of the different, things that we see in Palia. But look at this. We've got, what is that? A pavilion, I guess, with the drapes. I'm absolutely obsessed with these pillows and chairs. We also got those, they look like outdoor heaters. They probably just act as lamps, but this is a really cool decor set. And even more exciting is what's coming next.
And it includes a highly requested decor piece, some hedges. So just make sure as you're placing them, you don't get lost in your own hedge maze.
Hedges? It gets worse from here. And when I say worse, I mean better, actually. But hedges is so awesome. I'm so obsessed with the idea of hedges, especially as an alternative to fencing. So I just know a lot of you who are into decor in the game are absolutely going to have a field day with this.
That's not all though. Radiance Rising includes a number of bug fixes. The team has been working really hard to clean up the game and we hope you feel it when you check it out. So that's what's coming in Radiance Rising. We hope you enjoy the Pixie Blossom Bounce, the hunt for Prison's Beer Treasure, and the free pet and courier functionality quests and so much more. Now let's shift gears and take a look at some new features that are coming later this year to Palia. The first thing we want to talk about, animal husbandry. Now, since Palia's launch, this has been a feature that players have consistently asked for, wanting to be able to take care of animals, and we agree. At its core, we're making animal husbandry with a focus on falling in love with your animals. Whether you're chasing that state fair worthy Ormu or trying to create the perfect Pkwy, you'll have...
I just want to put some emphasis on something that he just said. Whether you want to create the state fair worthy Ormu or the perfect Pkwy, I think is what it's called. Hello? Are they insinuating that we'll be able to enter our pets into some type of competition, maybe at the Maji market or at some type of something where maybe we earn money or we enter into some type of competition? What does that mean?
Have the tools to foster rare...
Okay, I don't even want to, I can't continue the conversation. I have to take a closer look. What are we looking at? Y'all, these are different color variants. Some of these look really interesting. Like the one over here, it looks to have, my camera's blocking it. So let me just remove my camera. Like if you look right here, you can see there's like a flower pattern. This one has like a green and brown type of pattern. Oh my gosh, so there's all kinds of different variants of these animals that I'm assuming, this is my guess. You're either going to be able to breed them in order to get different color variants or rare color variants, or it's going to be something to do with like what you feed them.
Traits and proudly show off your animals to your friends and community. Now, these mechanics are designed to work neatly with existing systems like gardening and cooking. And as with any other skill, you're going to work neatly with animals to your friends. You'll have the tools to foster rare traits and proudly show off your animals to your friends and community. Now, these mechanics are designed to work neatly with existing systems like gardening and cooking. And as with any other skill, you're going to be able to experience it by yourself, as well as make it better together with your friends by having them come over and help you take care of your animals. The team has been having a ton of fun playing around with what we can tweak and how this experience is going to evolve.
Testing hangry mode. Okay, so if we're looking closely, you guys can see there's there's food icons above their head. Like here's the burger recipe. You can see that the Ormu here, I'm guessing, needs cake or wants cake. Some of the animals are on fire, so there's a hangry mode. I'm wondering if there's like mini game. Wait a minute. Y'all, this is a whole new building. Wait, are we getting a barn? I mean, that would only make sense that we get an all new type of area in order to store the animals that we collect. But oh my goodness, this is one of my most anticipated features coming in Palia, but this is so exciting. So we can see a new barn. It looks like hay bales and stuff is over here in the corner, which again, you can't see because my camera's in the way, but right over here in the corner, you can see some hay bales, which is really exciting. I'm wondering if they're going to bring new fencing and stuff, but this is awesome. And apparently, maybe it's not breeding. Maybe it's just related to what you feed them. And then, how do we get different variants if we're not breeding them? I could go on about this for days. Okay, but let's go ahead and continue. Let's continue.
Including finding some odd quirks or unexpected results along the way. When we launch the feature, we'll definitely have some standard fare animals such as the Ormu or the Pkwy, but we're building this in a way that we can continue to deliver animals on a regular basis. Over time, we might start delivering some more unexpected.
So you guys tell me in the comments below, let me know what is your most anticipated, or what creature would you like to see for a farm animal in the game? Like what would you love the most to see? I am so excited that we get, confirmed too, but it looks like with future updates as well, they're going to continue to bring more animals that maybe we can collect, which is even more exciting for me.
We'll keep you updated as this feature continues to evolve, and we plan to release it later this year. On the housing front, we've been incredibly impressed by everything that we see players creating. We love going on home tours every week to see new ideas on display.
Could literally never be me.
Each time we find new things that players have been able to do that we never expected.
Y'all are so creative.
Players have probably noticed that we've been slowing down on delivering new buildings. And to be honest, our existing housing system has been more cumbersome to work with than we'd like. And over time, every new addition has exponentially increased the effort necessary to deliver.
What the hell? Excuse my language. What is this? Who is she? What is she doing? What's going on? Are you kidding me? Are they insinuating that we are going to be able to format our own homes? These are walls. Like these are sections that are like building blocks, if you will, for houses. You can see roofs in the back and walls here. It says new housing lines, but I don't know what housing lines means. My brain automatically goes to building our own layout for our houses instead of buying blocks for our houses, which is, if that's correct, I don't know. If that's correct, I don't know.
Deliver that to players. So we've had to take a beat to dig in and find better ways to deliver on houses, especially the ability to have new stories on their house.
Design concept, obviously not real, not in the game yet. Look at this. This is a completely different concept from something that we've had, and I really do hope this is coming to the game, because so many of us have talked about how we'd like to have our house look like Tamala's, for example, who has a gorgeous house in the game over in in Bahari Bay. And this is probably, I'm assuming, going to be able to let us get closer to that. If you look in the corner, I'm going to remove my face cam again just so you can see. In the corner over here, we have these windows. We have like these stained glass windows. You can also see them on the front of the house here. We have maybe a separate porch option that we can add or remove from the house. I mean, the whole concept is, I'm just so excited. I don't have the words, honestly. If they're going to allow us to edit our houses to this extent, we're going to be eating, okay? Eating. Let's continue.
We're actively working on this right now and excited to share more later this year.
Look at that one.
On the main story and narrative front, we love that everyone's been playing the Elderwood and of course meeting our newest villager, Alfei. So we're working on his friendship questline where you're going to get to explore more about his backstory and who he is.
Oh, yay.
We want to partner that with an update to the main story that's going to take us a little more time to make and will help explore some of the areas of the Elderwood that we haven't touched so far. Now, with that said, we know players have wanted more narrative on a regular basis, and so the team is hard at work on a new system that's going to let us deliver small, bite-sized narrative quests every single patch for players to check out with new objectives to pursue. We really are excited to bring this a little bit later, but it's going to take a few patches before we have the first version, so stay tuned. Starting this fall, we're also going to be delivering patches that are a little better aligned with the season in the real world. That's not just for Winter Lights or Lunar New Year. We want to be able to deliver things like a fall season within Palia. So we plan to kick off each of Palia's seasons with a larger patch that provides new ways to engage within Palia.
Oh, that's so
followed
cool.
by smaller, more focused content updates that support the overall season thematic and may include additional things like quality of life changes and of course some bug fixes.
Hold on,
now,
let me rewind that just
content,
because I don't think you guys could see it.
Updates that support the overall season thematic.
Look at these new
and may
notifications.
include additional things like quality of life changes and of course some bug fixes. Now, to reiterate, every patch for Palia will include new gameplay content for players to engage with. We don't want to break from that promise. And of course, as you guys all have been wanting, we are going to continue to deliver more plushes.
No, but what is that? No, what is that? Is that that's a Moz plush? This, I know what it is. It's a Moz plush, but is it a plush that's interactive? Because it's inside of a pool or something. Or a plush that moves around? That is so cool. That's so cool. For those of you who have caught the Moz, I have not yet. Let's not talk about it because I'm still not very happy about that. But that is so cool.
Finally, we're going to look a little further down the line at some features that are in very early development. So early, we can't quite show gameplay or concept art. These features are going to take us some real time, but we want to share some insight on the long-term roadmap for Palia so that players can discuss and give us ideas along the way. Now, one of the areas that we feel Palia has under-delivered on is for players to be able to group up and truly work together, particularly with the housing plot. And for a long time, there have been big technical challenges for us, but we think we've found some of those initial solutions and are now starting to work on the next tier of problems that will be necessary to deliver this experience to players.
Okay, if you hold down the spacebar on your computer, it'll fast forward your video. Had no idea. But that's neither here nor there. Co-op housing, you're telling me that I'm going to be able to share a plot? Co-op housing plot. This is something that they're actively working on and planning to bring in the future, meaning with at least one other person, you're going to be able to share a single plot. And I really wonder how that's going to work. I need to know you guys' theories in the comments. Like, please tell me what you think about this, because the creator in me is very excited, because this is a way, if they allow you to do it with a group of people, this is a way to interact with my community in, you know, a more interactive way. It's already really good in Palia, you know, the multiplayer aspect of the game, but this is a whole new venture. Like, I am so curious if it's going to be like one person or if it's going to be like max 4 people can share a plot. Like, I'm assuming there will be limitations, but we've already seen people building like neighborhoods and kind of like little towns and stuff in Palia. So being able to share a plot with another person could be another really fun, you know, just way to kind of design and create together. I would have never expected this was coming to the game. This was like on my radar of things that could come to the game. This was not there, but I am so happy to see it. It's so exciting.
Problems that will be necessary to deliver this experience to players. Again, this will take us a little while, so really interested to hear what excites you. And of course, we've been really happy with the response to Elderwood. The sentiment has been fantastic, and we've read so much about how you're enjoying it. But of course, we're not going to stop there. we really are excited to announce that we've started early development and planning on our very next adventure zone. It's gonna be a while before we can show any concrete details, but we can't wait for you all to see more. Thank you all so much for your continued support of Palia over the years, from our most veteran Palia players to the newest folks joining us on PlayStation 5 and Xbox. I want to welcome you all into the community. So until next time, take it easy, everyone.
Okay, let's pause it right there. Maxwell did an absolutely fantastic job on this roadmap. So kudos, because that was awesome. Also, we have the new update that's happening on June 12th. This is the Radiance Rising update. So everything in the first half of this trailer, or the first portion, is what's coming in that update, which is super exciting. I am going to be streaming that update as I stream all the Palia updates. So I'm really looking forward to it. Please feel free to join us. But let's talk about one more thing. They are working on another adventure zone. Now, to me, for a free-to-play game, this means that they've, which we know, have experienced tremendous success with Elderwood, which Elderwood is like the light of my life. I love Elderwood so much. So to hear that they're working on another adventure zone, which is obviously still far off, is very, very exciting. It makes me so excited for the future, and I'm really happy to see the success of this game, because there was a point that I will say personally, let me switch to a full face cam really quickly. Now, there was a time where I was worried about the success of Palia. Like, I knew that would be a game that people continue to play technically, but I feel like a lot of people were falling off from the game for various different reasons. But we have really seen a surge in the players who are playing Palia and really enjoying this game. And I'm just so incredibly excited. I'm just so happy to see their success, and I love that they're listening and bring us all these new features. So I was just really excited to go through this trailer and share all of my thoughts and feelings, but you guys let me know what you're thinking in the comments below. I want to hear all of the feedback. I want to hear all the theories, because I know there are others just excited as I am about this new roadmap that just got released. So thank you so much for watching. If you're interested in more Palia content, I will have some videos linked right here on the screen to help you out in your journey, whether you're new or experienced. Have some videos that could help all of you. And until next time, friends, I will catch you all in the next one. Peace.